chopsticks. I need to stop doing them. Anytime I have something in my hands, I talk with it. Hello, welcome back. We were just talking about dancing, and now that I'm on this topic, I'm probably going to stay on this topic for a while. So, anywho, hi, welcome back. Hi, how are ya? Welcome back to my channel. Why did that sound very like Chicago in? Anyways. Hola, bonjour, guten Tag, welcome back. Willkommen. Hello. Anyways. For background noise, literally, because it's the first thing recommended, we're just gonna put this one on. Anyways. Hi from Netherlands. Hello to the Netherlands. It was a mukbang, but I ate it. How do you have, hold up. There is some confusion. How do you have Kim in your name if your mom is adopted and didn't have a Korean surname? Well, she did have a Korean surname. She had a Korean name in general, Kim Young-hee. But when she was adopted, she had to Americanize herself, and thusly she was named Amy. But her name still, nevertheless, is Kim Young-hee. So I took her last name because my dad was not the Korean parent, so yeet. Konnichiwa, konnichiwa. Hello. But yeah. Just because someone is adopted from their country doesn't mean they don't have a name from their country of origin. Nowadays, I don't know how it is, but especially back in my mom's days, most adopted kids from other countries had their names from their other countries still. Hello from Belgium. Hello to Belgium. Got a text that looks like a long text. 1 second, I'm gonna awkwardly swipe the screen down for a second. Partially view this. Hold up. Okay. Anyways. Is that a... Yes, it is, because I'm trash, so. Are you excited for Waveview to debut? Yes. Yes. Very much so, very much so. How's your day going? My day's going great. I just had a whole bunch of salmon. I'm gonna go to the gym after this. It's time. Should you audition for ZB? Yeah, sure, go ahead. Audition for us. My favorite free character? Rin. That's why I have the Samazuka jacket. So, what time is it over here? It's probably slightly past 7. Oh, slightly past. I'm wrong. It's almost 7:45. Say Taemin. Hello? Is that your name? Hello, Taemin? You're making me hungry, then eat. If y'all need to eat, then eat, please. Don't let me keep you from eating. Oh yeah, just so you guys know, because I'm reading this comment, I'm not judging the auditions. I'm not qualified to do these things. We have actual staff members here. Like, actual staff. Like, yeah. ZB Label isn't Alex Christine. ZB Label is my Zany Bros company here in Korea, so it's not me. I'm not gonna sit back and go through hundreds of things being like, no, swipe right, swipe left, like, you did hear Simon Says, because I'm just putting on whatever's gonna come on, because I don't like doing lives in silence, because it's really awkward for me otherwise, so I'm just gonna, yep. Oh, okay, you're asking who I answered to by his voice. tea? I much prefer tea to coffee. Today I went somewhere and they offered me this whole cup of just black coffee. And it's like, yeah. Like, I drank it because I don't want to be rude. I can and will drink coffee, but I don't enjoy coffee. And neither does my stomach or my head. So, tea. Tea all the way. But... Anyways. Oh, whoops. Okay. Can't sleep. Try drinking some hot water. Or if you have tea, drink some hot tea that is not caffeinated. Yeah. It's so hot here. What's the weather like for you? Cold? Polluted? Cold. That's what it's like here right now. Did you like the world record egg? I'm confused. What? World record egg? Did I miss something? Did I miss something? The world record egg? Is this a new meme or something? Is this... Oh, okay, I have to go like the egg picture then. If it's beating the Kardashians, then yes, I need to like this egg picture. Hold up. Can one of you, like, DM me the picture? Or, like, the post? So I can like it? And then make 20 other accounts to go like it? What is it literally just a picture of an egg? Like just plain white background, or is it on a counter? Is it a candid egg, or was it like a photo shoot egg? Like, is it white? Is it like a duck egg? Is it a chicken egg? What kind of egg is it? 30 million likes on a picture of an egg. Why can't I be that egg? When will I be that egg? I'm thinking about my life decisions now and what everything has led up to. An egg has 30 million likes. Okay. Literally just an egg. Alright. That's where society's heading. Wonderful. The future is bright again. Thank you for DMing me the egg post. I'll look at it after the live. Someday, maybe you can be egg. I believe in you. Thank you. Thank you. This is Brooklyn's time to shine. You are exactly right, Alex Christine updates. You are exactly right. But I don't even know if she's in the live anymore. Brooklyn, are you still here? Let me see, because I can see who's viewing. No, she's not here. Dang it. You're so lucky to have that jacket. Well, thank you. I worked so many hours to afford what I liked back home whenever I had a job, so I'm glad I had this jacket that I bought by myself, because there's nothing more satisfying than buying something with money you've earned. So... I guess I'm just gonna keep playing SM songs, because those are the only things coming up in my recommended. This is a long ad. Skip. Oh, your favorite character is Nagisa? To answer all the questions about what goes on when and if you pass, I don't really know. Like, there's 1,000 questions and hypotheticals that could be asked at the moment. Anyways, but I don't know. So I can't tell you if they'll pay for the flight or what's gonna go on or yeah. I can't even tell you when the first people are going to be accepted. Because, like I've said before, these things take time. This will not be an immediate thing, y'all. It's not gonna be announced tomorrow, next week, or the next. Like, the way auditions for companies work, global, online, in person, it takes a while to hear back. I mean, for well-established companies, I've auditioned for well-established companies 3 times. And one example, it took a year. Another, it took 6 months. Another, it took 3 months. So, not to say that you guys shouldn't English, come to me, please. One moment, I'm having trouble. I'm loading. The time wait shouldn't discourage you from auditioning, but at the same time, understand that this is how it works. So, yeah. Is this the English version? It is the English version. Alex's machine broke. Alex's machine is constantly broke. Brooke, when you missed it, we were talking about eggs. We were talking about you, and you missed it. So, you can redeem yourself now if you would like to talk about eggs, Brooklyn. Indeed. Basically, just be patient. There's that cliche saying that good things come to those who wait. Patience is a virtue. And that's what you gotta do in times like this. So, yeah. I'm gonna ship you goldfish, broski. Thanks. Like, I'm serious. Hopefully we'll be able to, like, give you guys an address soon to send things to. Because I know that companies typically have an open address to receive things. So, if you want to send me goldfish, hopefully I can provide an address soon because I want goldfish. So, take your funnels? You mean your finals? Good luck on those, unless you literally mean you're going to take funnels with you to school. In that case, have fun with your funnels and whatever they're going to be used for. Is Free a good show? I mean, not really. The plot's kind of predictable, bad, but you watch it for the anime swimming boys. So, I mean, if you have time to watch it and you want to watch it, then watch it. But if you're someone that's looking for an anime with plot, I would not recommend Free. Are you watching any K-dramas? I recently got into Sky Castle, which has Chani from SF9, and guys, it's so good. And like, hello? Model wears confidence. Is this a modeling school ad? I don't know what it is, but I'm skipping it. Yee. The lack of plot. Free is the plot. What do you mean? Sorry. No, I love Free, but like... Are you able to watch K-dramas without subs? I mean, yeah, here's the thing with me. The level of Korean I'm at right now is I understand so much. When someone talks to me, unless they're slurring their words, I will understand 90% of it. Like, maybe one word I will not know, and then they'll explain it to me. But I still have issues speaking. And you wouldn't think that would be a problem if you can comprehend the language. But anybody that's bilingual or is learning a second language, not as a class requirement, but literally learning a second language, you understand what I'm talking about, right? The struggle of understanding, but not speaking. Because I can speak well. On my first speaking test here I got in the academy I'm in, I got like a 96. So I can speak well. It's just sometimes in the moment I'm like, the Korean button just goes off, and I'm like, don't answer them in Spanish, don't answer them in Japanese, they're asking you in Korean, you should reply in Korean. So yeah. Sleep well. I know it's really late in America right now. Wherever you guys are, if you gotta sleep, go to sleep. Live will be saved. You can watch it later. Please don't stay up excessively if you don't need to. How long have you been living in Korea? Almost a year now. Yep. I hear stuff in English and my brain goes Korean, Spanish, English. It's like 5:30 a.m. and you're up for school. Okay, as long as you woke up or something and you're not staying up to watch me, because I don't stand for that. Granted, I have sleep issues, but if you have a normal sleep schedule, I'm not an advocate for staying up past what time you should stay up just to watch a lame person talk on the internet. So, where are you taking college? I am not in college at the moment. I was actually in my 3rd year of college back home, but I dropped out to come here. Yay! The egg is me, and thus I am iconic now. Brooklyn, you've been iconic. Wow. Okay, you're eating breakfast? That must be fun. I don't remember the last time I willingly ate breakfast. Not to say I'm not allowed to or anything. I have no diet. I will make this clear. I have no diet. But I forget to eat a lot. And, like, I never wake up early enough to eat breakfast before I go to my academy. So I can't remember the last time I willingly sat down to eat breakfast. It was probably during Produce. But even, like, back home as, like, a student, I don't remember the last time I had breakfast. Because I remember being, like, a little kid and my parents would make breakfast almost every morning, but I can't remember the last time I ate in the morning. Because I know I would grab food to take with me in the car when I went to work or when I went to college in the morning, but, like, I don't know. Oh, man. No, you should study still. Just put your phone beside the thing, because I'm not doing anything interesting. You could just hear me talk, if that's somehow a comfort and or ASMR to you while you're studying. But, yeah. What kind of work did you do? I actually was I started as a hostess in a restaurant when I was 15 and a half, so that's like the person that seats the people and takes to-go orders. I started doing that when I was 15 and a half. When I was 18, I was still working at that restaurant, and I moved up to be a server finally. I still did hosting sometimes, and then later that year, as I was 18, I started shadowing in, learning how to, and then becoming a sushi chef. So I worked at that restaurant up until I was, I think until I was 19. I think I quit after I was 19 because I was tired of the racism. You would think working in a Japanese restaurant as an Eastern Asian, you would not receive any racism from your white boss. It's not the tea. Yeehaw, everyone. That's why I stopped working there. Anyways, and then I started working at Lush whenever I began college. So I was... Yeah, I quit... No, I quit the restaurant when I was 18. I didn't even get to 19 because I quit. I was tired. I started college when I was 18. So I started working at Lush when I was 18, and I quit after I turned 21, so I was there for 3 years. But while simultaneously working at Lush, I started working at another restaurant that was a Japanese-Korean fusion restaurant. And I was a waitress. I was a hostess occasionally. Because we didn't really have a hostess. But like on slow days, if there were two servers, one would be a hostess, and then one would serve. But I also did sushi chefing at that one as well. So basically, to sum up my jobs, I lied. When I was in high school, I also was a photographer's assistant for a bit. But then I quit because the photographer had, like, not gonna get into that. But, anyway, so yeah, I basically was hostess, waitress, sushi chef, and Lush employee. Lush, and then the sushi restaurant were my longest jobs. But I loved my Lush job so much more. So, it's 3 a.m., you should be asleep. You got fired for eating a tater tot. Well, that's iconic. That's iconic. Is Sadie going to be your stage name when you debut? Probably not. It's just my Korean name. Have you ever met Somi? Yeah, she came on set for Produce a few times, and we spoke briefly, but it wasn't like a formal meeting, anything. So I've met her, but I have not met her, if that makes any sense. I'm gonna put all AT's hierarchy now, because geek. A lot of people leave Lush not liking it. Well, here's the thing. Every store is different, but the brand values and the work ethics are the same. Store-wide, nationwide. I can see the exact same behavior I would do in the Lush here in Korea with the employees. I can tell they're doing the exact same techniques I did. So people leave Lush not liking it, odds are they were good at their job. And if that applies to any of you not liking it, I'm sorry. I do not mean to offend, but honestly, Lush was one of the best jobs I ever had in my life. I really miss it, so, yeah. Hotel Trivago. Hi from Texas. Hi to Texas. Isn't it like 5 a.m. now in Texas? You should be asleep. How to learn a K-pop dance quicker? Let's see. Honestly, it's just repetition. So, hi from Minnesota. Hi to Minnesota. I just can't imagine how uncomfortable it was dancing in the sand, because sand. No. Is it too late to turn in the audition? Y'all, there's no deadline. So take your time, but please get it in as fast as you can. Like, just because there's no deadline right now doesn't mean, oh, I'm gonna wait till summer. We might close it by then. And typically, you know, whenever companies announce global auditions, well, they typically have an end date. We don't. But regardless, it doesn't mean you should procrastinate. The sooner you work hard and are satisfied with whatever videos you record and send those in, the better. So, I just need like until next week. Well, it's fine. There's no deadline yet. So, next week is safe. I mean, and again, not saying these are closing next week or something. Like, whenever the deadline is decided amongst the staff, they'll tell me, and I will tell you guys. I will post about when the end cutoff date is. So until I post something, don't worry about it. Please.